What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Let me just start by saying the motivation you've shown me for continuing to cover Jamal is unreal. Two comments actually made me very happy yesterday. The first of which was this, because it shows me that the influx of support has combined with his dedication and allowed YouTube to promote his channel. But other than that, was him responding to me. This is a commitment he's making to Gorlworld to put his health first and to actually go on this journey with us. So when Jamal responded to me last night, I knew I owed him a video today. And let me just clear out the obvious. The fact that I feel a need to respond to Jamal, and it be a positive one, should say a lot, because 99% of the time in this community, video responses are often personal attacks. You know, there's so many channels in this community that kind of punch down or punch up to each other. And a lot of times I've had to step back to just not continue to allow myself to be brought into that. So to that point, I feel like I should almost pre-apologize to Jamal, because part of me really fears that one day we know the inevitable will happen and Chantal will mention him. But I just want to talk for a second about this man's goals, his channel, and how I hope other creators in this space can see how you guys have embraced him and look for another person to cover as well. And it doesn't mean giving up on who you're covering now. It just means mixing it in with your content. Because if I'm honest with myself, I think a lot of us have sat here and seen years of excuses and steps backwards. Zero accountability, lashing out at reaction channels, lashing out at commenters. I've seen so many people just say, listen, I need to step away. Things are too heavy. Things are too negative. Jamal's channel actually kind of reminds me of why I started watching these channels. You know, I wanted to see someone be successful. I wanted to see someone motivate me. Now, it doesn't have to apply to weight loss. It can apply to anything. You can take Jamal's attitude and approach to any aspect of life, and you're going to find success. I mean, let's be fair. I would say most of us aren't near Jamal's size. So when you watch this guy come online with years of hard work in front of him, and he's excited, he's driven, he wants to do the work, he wants to show the results, and he has a passion for it. I think at its core, you see someone that loves his life enough to sustain his life. Now, I've seen him respond to so many comments. He honestly appreciates the viewers, the subscribers, and that at its core is what YouTube is about. You know, this guy is over here making a community, not only around himself, because he wants to inspire those people, but because he doesn't want to do this alone. He wants you to take this journey with him. So, as he passes 2,000 subscribers today, by the way, I wanted to go back to a video last week where he deals with gaining weight. And to me, this video is a masterpiece in self-awareness, being in the moment. He starts the video off covering a 7-day dry fast. But since this is day 8, he's had to refeed himself, he's had to rehydrate, and that's led to an 8-pound gain. He also goes over his daily routine. He walks to get his heart rate up. He does some low-impact weights, combines that with press-ups, assisted leg raises, so all low-impact, mainly body weight-based exercise. He did what he felt he could do until he felt discomfort, and then he stopped. Now, as far as his meals, okay, 2 cans of sardines, 250 grams of beef liver, 300 grams of broccoli, steak seasoning. With that in mind, he goes over his weight gain and his assurance that it's just his body regulating water. And the first part of that reassurance is knowing what he ate to the gram. The importance of a 1,000-calorie meal. Not unlimited broccoli, because it's broccoli, not a dash of cheese, not a handful of chips, but specific amounts of food with a specific need for 2,000 calories in those 2 meals. Eating with a purpose. eating with a plan. Now, obviously, the second part of this was staying true to the daily workouts, staying hydrated. This allows him with absolute certainty to know that he has not gained any fat, and he has a very candid talk about the weight fluctuation and the mental toll it can take. Because here he is putting in all the work, doing all the right things, and then doesn't see the results you would expect on the scale. And he says because he was tracking his calories, it prevented him from becoming discouraged. He had the discipline to know that it was simply his body regulating water. And he says if he had not done that, and he would have seen weight gain on the scale, he would have wanted all the bad foods, felt all the hard work was for nothing, gave in, got fried chicken. Said that he couldn't be bothered taking this long journey, going through all this, and not seeing results. Now, the reality is, and this is the side we've never seen from anyone in Gorlworld, the guy's got a Fitbit. He knows his calorie expenditure. We now know what we've known all along. Based on his size, his calorie burn is magnified. So at over 500 pounds, his 3,500 steps translate to almost 7,200 calories burned. Now, because he's tracking everything, because he's got personal accountability, he goes beyond the scale. He says the scale could go up 20 pounds. It doesn't matter to him. The scale is just there as a tool to confirm that he's dropping weight because he knows he's done the nutritional work, he's done the physical work behind everything. You know, you watch these videos, you feel like you're on a journey with him. Right now, his entire content library is less than 75 minutes, and that's accounting for 2 weeks of work. You know, having watched him, I want to see him succeed because I know he's working hard. I know he's putting in 100% effort. He's not taking shortcuts. He's not making excuses. He knows he let himself go. He understands it's a limited time opportunity to get himself back in decent health and, quite frankly, save his life. And he's running to saving his life as fast as he can. You know, I almost have no doubts that his channel is going to just explode, beyond Gorlworld, beyond my channel. Because you're seeing what happens when someone puts in the time, the effort to lose weight. He isn't trying to reinvent junk food as a healthy option. He isn't eating foods he shouldn't be eating, but just in a smaller portion and saying it's okay. He isn't working out just to justify giving into his cravings. He's holding himself accountable for his choices. The only drama his channel has is between him and the scale. And let me just close this video up by saying, he is struggling, 100%. Now, he's not going to sit here and lie about it, but the man's in a 6,000 calorie deficit each day. But he understands he got himself there by doing the exact opposite. He responds to every person with the same humble approach, whether it's a question, whether it's concern, whether it's a criticism. I have no idea where he finds the time to respond to as many people as he does, but I know that he does it because his community is coming first. Watching it grow, playing a small part in it, seeing you guys respond to this has probably been one of the most refreshing and rejuvenating aspects of being in this community. I'm going to leave you with the top comments from the last video. I appreciate you watching this. You know I will be back as soon as I can with more content.